6-game series. First, it's going to be all Parkland as the boys volleyball team is headed to the state championship for the first time since 2015. What a ride it's been for the still undefeated Trojans. After winning both the EPC and the District 11 title, they did not skip a beat into the state tournament. First, Parkland upended Cedar Crest High School with a 3-set sweep before taking down District 1 champ Upper Dublin yet again in 3 straight sets. Most recently, the Trojans dropped just his 5th set of the entire season in the PIAA semifinals against Cumberland Valley, the champion out of District 3. The Trojans were up 2-0 earlier this week against Cumberland Valley before dropping the third 25-23. A quick chat is all the team needed to come back with a vengeance, winning the 4th and evidently final set 25-16 for the 4-1 victory. That win sending Parkland to the state championship for the first time since 2015, where they beat Fox Chapel in 4 sets for their first ever title. Now the Trojans have a chance to add another banner to the rafters in Parkland High School with a battle against District 7's Shaler awaiting them on Saturday. The champs out of the WPIAL Conference and winners of the District 7 championship defeated Central York in 3 in their semifinal match, earning the Titans its first ever appearance in the state final. This will be a tough task for Parkland, with Shaler ranked number 1 in the PBCA top 10 rankings, whereas the Trojans are ranked number 4. However, we all know rankings go out the window when it comes to a championship contest, and Parkland is all too ready for the task at hand. I stopped by Parkland High School yesterday to catch up with the team ahead of tomorrow's title game.
Knowing Cumberland Valley was such a strong team, and you could see at the end of the 3rd set, the Cumberland Valley players were fired up. They were feeling the momentum swinging, and seeing my guys respond and jump out to a 6 or 7-0 lead in that 4th set. Took some of the nerves off our side and kind of put them back on their side, and that was such a huge thing for us because we know this game is so emotional sometimes, and it can swing one way or the other with just little things. That's why I never thought I would call a timeout at 16-6 in a game, but I didn't want them to get any kind of run or any kind of comfortable feeling. So just seeing how the guys responded, pushed themselves, wanted to finish it, was just such a great thing to see.
I think we all just feel amazing, just knowing that there's only been one other Parkland team to go this far. I mean, we still got 1 game to go, so we're all looking really forward to it, but obviously we're super excited. I mean, just how well we've done in this entire season, never dropping a game, just how well we've played so far, and how much fun we've had, too, with it.
We're feeling very excited. We've worked really hard for this. We definitely deserve to be here, and we're just super excited to play on this big stage at Penn State and play against the best team in the state. We really are looking forward to this game, and we're going to give it our best shot.
Just being in the position we're in is going to bring nerves. So, none of these kids have ever played on a stage like this. So, that gives me a little bit of angst. But as far as the competition side of it, there's not been one team, including Shaler or anybody really, that's been truly scary to play. I mean, Shaler has things in their offense and their defense that that can be exploited, and as I'm sure they'll find some for us too. But just seeing how we've responded against the other top teams that we faced so far is I'm more than confident in our abilities.
I know Shaler's got a really strong opposite hitter, so our blocking is really going to have to come in strong on our outsides, turning into the court, and which they've been able to do all season tremendously. Our serving, once again, is going to have to be great, picking apart their serve receive and making them run out of system so they can't set who they want to set, and of course establishing our system, making it so that they have to send over free balls and we can establish our middles, outsides, and opposites all at once, so we can make them make decisions rather than put it on us to have the pressure.
They have a lot of strong offensive weapons, and they like to rotate their setters around in an interesting way. We're going to keep our good blocks up, keep pressing, and keep just pressing over the net and getting blocks. We're going to keep our fast offense going, converting a lot on free balls, and continuing to pass really well on serving.
We just got to push ourselves and just know that they're just like we are. We're just another team out here that's trying to earn a state championship, and knowing the team on the other side of the net's not going to make it easy on us. And I'll take a little bit of luck too, along the way, but really just trust ourselves and trust that we're a good team. We're here for a reason, and let's just prove it.
So the Trojans have swept 18 teams this season, as I mentioned before, only dropping 5 sets since starting their campaign back on March 20th. Parkland is truly the definition of a team. They've got the chemistry and they've got the drive with guys like Josh Nation, who put away 8 kills in the semifinal, as well as Luke Smith, who had 6 kills. And Junior Will Stiles has just been a rock for Parkland in the setting position. He had 36 assists against Cumberland Valley and is averaging well over 25 a match. But the player that's really made a difference for this team in big-time situations has been Chase Robbins. And with that, we bring in Cassie Schmidt. Cassie, we've seen what Robbins can do his last few years as a Trojan, but how important is he going to be tomorrow?
Yeah, it's no doubt about it. Chase has been the star for this Parkland boys volleyball team for more than just this season, but in his final game donning the Trojans jersey, I have to imagine he's going to take his skill to even the next level. Robbins has averaged just under 16 kills throughout this PIAA tournament run. The senior outside hitter had 28 combined kills in rounds 1 and 2 before going off for 19 kills in the team's semifinal victory against Cumberland Valley. What makes him as dangerous as he is, though, is his ability to flip a switch. You can see something go off in his eyes when he's determined to finish off a point or even a set. He has the capability as well to completely take over, not just a set, but a match as well. At points looking nearly unstoppable. He's an all-around type of player, able to dig it out on serve receive. He's great if he needs to assist on a play, and when he gets going, his athleticism is absolutely remarkable. Slamming down kills or his off-speed stuff is just as hard to stop. From a skills standpoint, Robbins will clearly be needed, but the Trojans will also look to lean on him for his experience and leadership as they head into what should be the biggest challenge of this season.
To have a player like Chase to lean on is, you need somebody like that. And in 2014 or 2015, I mean, we had a whole roster of young players as well, and we had a handful of seniors, and Sean Lewis, ironically, was our guy, and having him on the bench, and he's been spending a lot of time with Chase, and having Matt on our bench spending some time with Chase as well, and giving words of advice and encouragement in different ways. And Chase absorbs it, and he's truly listening to it, and you can see as time has gone on, he cares a lot. And there's been situations this year where I was thinking something, and he went back and did it, and I never came out of my mouth, and I kind of just took a step back. I'm like, okay, good. He's thinking the right way. I just have so much trust in him, and just know that he'll do whatever he has to help us on Saturday.
Now, what's even more incredible about Chase is his demeanor. You heard Coach talk a little bit about it there, just very calm, cool, and collected, and certainly his motivation. He actually feels like their best match is still yet to come, but it's something they will need not just from Chase, but everyone tomorrow afternoon if they'd like to bring home gold medal number 3 this season.
We're all rooting for them. Thanks, Cassie. Very excited to see how the Trojans fare tomorrow, and I'm even more excited to be there for the match. I'll be making the trip out to Penn State to cover the big game, and we'll have highlights and reaction for you on Tuesday night's Lehigh Valley Sports Scene. The Trojans no strangers to winning championships as we take a look at their history, which is quite extensive. So starting from the bottom, a slew of East Penn Conference championships as well as Lehigh Valley Conference championships. 14 to be exact, their most recent coming just this past season, which was back-to-back EPC titles, beating Emmaus 3-1, their first of what would be 2 title wins over the Green Hornets in 2023. Parkland dominating the district as well with 11 District 11 titles. This year's won via a 3-set sweep over Emmaus, 11 times earning silver medals as well. But the big one there is that state title, the first ever for Parkland back in 2015. Assistant coach Sean Lewis was actually a senior on that state title winning squad, as well as some other notable names like Kyle Stout and Sam Iorio. That was a 4-set win over Fox Chapel. Now here in 2023, another chance to come home with that coveted PIAA trophy. Again, best of luck to Parkland tomorrow over in Penn State. Sticking with Parkland.